Kate.
I'm Amber, and we're here to discuss this week the millennial struggle of going through the transition of being yourself and not what you want, not what you feel like everyone else wants you to be. And I'm really going through it right now. I'm currently moving from Portland to San Diego so that I can, follow my dreams and be my true self and all that good news. And it's kind of like a hard transition just because up until this point I went to school a lot and I've been able to travel, been fortunate enough to travel and have the corporate jobs and those type of things, and I'm just starting to get to a point where that's not me. And I wanted to make a graceful transition into the life, where I was going to save up all this money and then I was going to leave the corporate sector and go into more entrepreneurship and be the girl who made lotion and cooked and had pop-up events and those type of things, and that's not how it's turning out to be. So I don't know, it's this dilemma in myself, because part of me is you're being really flaky right now, and the other part of me knows this was always the plan. It's just not going, I'm not transitioning the way I wish I was transitioning, if that makes any sense.
Same here. I feel that way as well as a majority of my friends, because I'm at the age where I'm starting to get from my mother, well, I thought you'd be further along by now. I didn't think you'd still be living life like this. I didn't blah, 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 because I'm at this job right now where I don't want to be there and I want to move on. She's like, you've had so many jobs. I thought you'd be settled in for a career by now. I'm like, well, you've heard all the reasons why I don't like these places that I've been at. And granted, I see a lot of it is I am picking these places and it's my own fault from going along with it for so long, but also not really knowing what I want to be doing, where I want to be doing that at, and so on and so forth. And as well as at your age, I had kids, I had a house, I was settled in, I had direction, and I'm like,
girl, and that's so stressful when people throw that at you. It's not like I'm not trying to do these things.
Yeah, it's I just love, just living constantly in chaos. That's totally me. You can take your direction and shove it. So,
girl.
Yeah. It's not the case at all. It's just, it's hard out there for millennial, and I sound bad. I feel bad saying it because so many people are saying it, but at the same time, I feel, at least in a lot of the situations I found myself in, they're like, okay, so we want you doing such and such. You're going to have all this responsibility and all this blah, blah, blah. And we want you to have your degree. We want you to be continuing education. And I was like, okay, great. We can do all of this. Okay, here's the thing. You're not going to get benefits, and you're going to get $14 an hour. And after a year and a half, we can raise you to 15. And I'm like, where exactly do you expect me to be going with this in my life? What house am I going to be buying?
And to be clear,
I'm doing better than that now for sure. But a lot of the places that I have applied to or I have worked in the past, they're exactly like that.
And I want to be clear that you're an accountant. This isn't a flaky, you didn't go to school for underwater basket weaving. It's not those type of things. I went to school for nutrition and then I was a marketing specialist before then. So these aren't flaky, wishy-washy jobs. Mm-hmm. It's just the nature of the market and the nature of the beast right now. And I feel there's a lot of condemnation for millennials about finding creative ways to live, and you guys are so entitled and all these things. But the truth of the matter is the markets that generations grew up before us don't exist anymore. I don't see what's wrong with the fact that we want to follow our dreams, considering we've watched generations before us turn to alcoholism, divorce, and all types of other things because they were unhappy and unsatisfied in their lives. And third, I'm not bothering you. What I'm doing with my life isn't affecting yours. It annoys you, but it's not actually bothering you. So I need older generations to get off my back. Get off all of our backs, because we're not affecting your retirement. We're not affecting the housing market. You guys did this to yourselves. We're just trying to make a way in this mess.
Yeah, I will expand upon what I was saying. With accounting, it's not my dream job. It's not something that I love. So I'm not seeking out a CPA. I don't want to work for these major companies. I'm also I don't want to go to work in heels in a 3-piece suit every day. So I do know that cuts a lot of the jobs that I could be having. But for a lot of the jobs that I'm still getting, they still want certain level requirements and they still don't want to give you anything for this. For example, the company that I'm at right now, they don't want to give me any benefits. As well as they don't want to give me holiday pay, which I kind of feel like that doesn't feel right and stuff like that. But a lot of the places that I worked for in the past, they've been like that. And I'm like, you're wondering why I want to leave and go somewhere else just so I can get something as basic as holiday pay? And I don't know, just get paid a decent living wage where I'm just not like, hey, I want to do these things, except I'm going to have to save up a little bit first before I can get there. I feel like at my age, I shouldn't still be having to say that. So it's kind of ridiculous.
And for me, like, to expound on what I say about going through transition, like, I went to school for nutrition to do, like, hair and skin health, and I love cooking, and my dad's a chef, so, like, that's always been a passion of mine. And I had lots of marketing jobs before then that were paying pretty well, and they were really, I don't know, they were a good growth and development type of thing for me. But moving on with my life and looking at the situations that these people are in, I'm like, okay, your life and your time is dictated. A lot of them are having strained marriages and strained relationships with their children. They make $100,000 a year, but they also work 12 hours a day and are on call whenever someone needs them to be on call. That's not the type of life that I want to live for myself. And I'm starting to get comfortable with, like, being able to say that, where before I felt a sense of shame, like, I just want to, like, teach classes and travel the world and, like, learn new things. And as soon as you say that, it's like, you get the eye roll and the things aren't being realistic. But I'm seeing colleagues and I'm seeing people our age do them and have successful lives and have their own time and have a good career. So I'm saying, why isn't that realistic? I don't understand. And so transitioning for myself, it's the dilemma of, like, telling people what I'm about to go do and waiting for the eye roll versus being okay with myself and saying, like, but this is who I am. Like, that's fine. I don't know. I feel like I say that a lot. I feel like I say I don't know all the time.
I don't know is my life motto. I don't know.
I don't have any answers.
I can't tell you that. But I'm out here trying. So
please, like, write on our Facebook walls or on our YouTube walls to tell us what you're going through. I know a lot of millennials are having this conversation. I see a lot of memes of, like, stay in your lane, Generation X, mind your business, baby boomer. Like, I'm not bothering you. Can I please figure this out for me? Because you've made your decisions. Stay tuned for, I don't know, our next episode?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bye.